down 3.47% to a price of $137.55. Where exactly is the Apple stock headed, and should you buy on the 3rd of October? Keep watching as we go through recent news as well as today's chart analysis and price prediction. But before we do that, subscribe to our channel Stocks 101 for regular stock market updates. First up, Tony Blevins, who was the vice president of procurement at Apple, will be leaving the company. He got backlash after a video went viral on TikTok where he made some unfitting jokes while talking to influencer Daniel Mack. Blevins has been working with the company for the past 22 years and has striked many deals, so this was probably the biggest mistake of his career. Apart from this, Google and Apple are fighting for a rather weird yet profitable reason. We all know that cars are now equipped with the best smartphone technology as well, which has resulted in big smartphone companies trying to be the next big car phone giant. But that will be tough since they'll be facing Elon Musk, who currently rules the automobile sector when it comes to technology. With all that in mind, let's analyze the charts. So as you guys can see right here, we're now in the 1-day chart for Apple, and first we'll analyze the 1-day chart, then the 1-hour chart, and obviously to end it off, we'll get into the 5-minute chart. But right off the bat, we can clearly see that the market is getting more decisive now in terms of its bearish trend. Right over here, we did get some wicks. There was some competition between the bears and the bulls. This was, well, 26th September was when we did our last Apple analysis. Ever since then, we can see that over here, the stock is getting more and more decisive in terms of the bearish momentum, and over here we made pretty much a top over here at this same levels, right? So it's pretty much a double top. We can say that it might be a baseline for a new head and shoulder pattern on the reverse side. So I already told you guys in my previous video that a head and shoulder pattern on the reverse side might be forming over here and over here, but that, well, it did not work out, right? It got discarded. But at the same time, a new pattern might be forming over here, right? Taking this level as the first shoulder, then the head, and if we get a rebound over here on Monday, then we might get resisted here again, and then we might make our shoulder, and then we might be ready for the stock to go up. But I don't believe that it will happen real soon, right? So it might take the entire month of October to get that. But one thing that did go right according to my analysis was that the stock is bearish on the short term, not on the long term. Right, I already told you that I'm long term bullish on the stock, but until about this earnings report, I believe that the stock won't be able to get to its full potential in terms of, price action, because I believe that people are still doubting the iPhone 14 and newer models and newer versions. But in general, the entire Fed situation is affecting the stock as well. But now let's get into the 1-hour chart to analyze the stock in detail. So as you guys can see right here, we're now in the 1-hour chart for Apple, and right off the bat we can see that we were taking support around this level at $140.6, right? So it was a pretty strong support. We made somewhat of a triple bottom over here, and we also made somewhat of a triple top over here as well at 142 or 142.9, around 142.9 and $143, I guess that level, right? So after that, we can see that the stock fell, right? We did open in a gap down over here, after which we went up, but we can clearly see that there was a strong sell-off scenario, right? The market was bearish. And even in terms of volume, we can clearly see that, how big the selling candles were, but how big the bear pressure was. So what do I believe will happen on Monday? Well, I believe that we might be in for another gap up, right? Because we already got a gap down over here, and we did get a small selling spree after that. So once we get a small gap up, we might be in for this range over here. If we break it, well, it's the next range, $142.9, but I don't believe that we'll break it, right? With the current situations going on, I believe that we might just go even further below, and I already gave you guys the level at $134. Wait, I didn't give you guys that level, I believe, right? So we already made a strong low over here around $134 in June. So I believe that that same level at $134 will probably get repeated, and we'll get a bounce from there, and then we might go up. But that would probably take at least a week in my opinion, right? I don't believe that the stock will go down over here in just a single day on Monday, right? We'll go up first on Monday, I believe, right? So over here, somewhere around this range. And after that, we might come down after that, right? So that would be a small pullback scenario. But since I believe there's nothing much to analyze in the 1-hour chart, let's quickly jump into the 5-minute chart and see what's really happening. So we can clearly see that over here when we got up after a bearish trend, or rather a small gap down, I'm sorry for that, right? We can see that we got up over here and then we got an immediate pullback which went even below the gap down that we had gotten. After that, we did get some buying spree, right? We got resisted over here at $142.6. After that, we did get support after the pullback at $141.38. And after that, we can see that we made a high over here at $142.9, right? We already marked that level. And after that, $143 over here. So after that, as you guys can see, we fell down. This particularly indicates, in my opinion, that there was some buying pressure, but the bulls were pretty much just tired, and intraday traders were taking care of this opportunity, right? They were using it to cash in on some trades. So they bought over here when they saw a good cheap price. They sold over here, right? So a lot of people were hitting their targets and stop losses as well. But this over here was the really concerning part, right? You can clearly see that after the mid market over here, we did start going down pretty strongly. And once we hit this level at $141.75, we went down and made another double top somewhat over here at 141.31 and another double top over here around 141 point. Wait, is that the same level? Never mind that. Then we can see that we got supported over here at 140, got another somewhat of an engulfing candle on the bearish side at $140.8. And after that, you can see that the stock was just a mess. We got trapped over here in the $139.54 range. I believe that it was pretty much a cup and cup and handle pattern, right? We did get a cup over here. And after that, we got a handle, right? We got squeezed into this range. After that, we can see that we went down, and now I already told you guys my prediction for Monday that we'll probably open in a gap up. And after that, let's see where the market takes us. But I do believe that the Apple stock is a good investment in the long term and with DCA. But then again, remember that this is just my own analysis and not financial advice, so you should do your own research before you trade. If however you enjoyed my analysis, be sure to hit the like button. If you did not enjoy it, be sure to hit the dislike button. And as always, you can subscribe to our channel Stox 101 for more such videos. And I will see you guys in the next one.